Panato, 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 panato. Ay, 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 ay. Panato.
Welcome, viewers. Mamos is coming with this production live from Copenhagen in Denmark, where we're here to celebrate Africa. Celebrate Africa, like I said earlier, is an award ceremony that tries to show the achievements of Africa in the diaspora. We have here with us now for a quick interview one of the VIP guests for the event. Welcome, sir. What is your name?
My name is Annie Divine.
I see that you've made a VIP list for the Celebrate Africa 2015 awards. What is your outstanding achievement in the African diaspora?
Well, it's a privilege that I was chosen to be among the VIP. And I don't know if it's because I've achieved a lot, but I thank the organizers of the event for giving me this honor. But my humble occupation is that of legal advisor in an immigration law firm.
Okay, and that's very, very interesting. You're a lawyer or just a legal advisor, or can you explain more about your profession,
Actually,
what you do?
I have a couple of law degrees, but I'm a jurist, I'm not a lawyer.
You see, so you're a
I can do most
jurist.
things a lawyer can do, but I can't do it.
Okay, so you're a jurist, okay. And that requires a certain amount of education and determination. Where did you get your law degrees and all these degrees?
Yeah, actually, I'm from Cameroon and I did my first degree in law at the University of Yaoundé in Cameroon. And then some years back, I came to Stockholm, Sweden. And I did a master's degree in law and information technology. Then, because I still needed to have more knowledge, I also went to University in Sweden, and I did a master's in international law. So that's what I'm doing in the law area.
Okay, and what are the challenges faced with working as a jurist here in Denmark?
Yeah. The challenges are numerous. In the beginning, I didn't believe in myself because I thought, as a foreigner and as somebody who couldn't understand Danish very well, especially in the beginning, then I thought it's practically impossible to be a professional jurist in Denmark. So I was trying to do the many different odd jobs most of us try to do just to survive. But then I got the opportunity to meet my boss, Attorney Oka, who is practically the best immigration lawyer in Denmark. And he was smart to realize that I was well educated in law. So then he took the chance to give me a job, and then a short while later he realized that I was very, very fit for the position. And then the challenges are like I have to read things in Danish and I have to implement them in English or in Danish. So it's a challenge, but it's still within the legal area, so I can understand lots of things.
Okay, and thank you very much. And you're here for the Celebrate Africa Awards 2015. Can you tell me a little bit about the awards and what you think about it?
Yeah, actually I've been, like I said, I have the privilege to be on the VIP list. and probably they will give us some responsibilities in relation to the awards, maybe to hand over the awards. But apart from that, I don't know. I don't have anything to do with what the juries have decided. So it will also be a surprise for me as well.
Yes, but don't you think it's a good achievement that they are having these awards yearly and that there's a need for them?
In fact, I attended the first Cerebrate Africa. I attended this event for the first time like 4 years ago, and it was really, really inspiring to see that despite the odds, we have Africans here who can achieve, who can go to higher heights. And I think it's very good that we have also an organization that is able to support those Africans who have achieved and recognize them somehow. So it's a great event.
Anna Divine Jr., thank you very much for honoring our award. And remember, we are from the Mamos Media Platform. It's the latest media platform that deals with all diaspora events and entertainment for the African diaspora and Africa. So it's a media package. You can get sports, news, of everything that is happening. It's called Mamos. Thank you. Yes, it is. That's it. Welcome to Celebrate Africa 2015. How long have you been living in Denmark?
It's running to 8 years now.
8 years.
Almost 8 years.
Okay.
Same as 8 years.
Okay, and where did you train to become a handball professional? Because do we have handball in Kenya?
We have it, and apparently now it's growing.
Really?
It's becoming big. Through the help of German and the Danish generation. They're sending some coaches down there and helping with the equipment. So.
Okay, and do you play for the Danish team?
Yeah, played for the Danish team.
The national team, right?
No, Kenyan national team.
The Kenyan national team. Oh.
All African games.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. I never even knew that we were so good in handball in Africa.
We are also good in Africa, but we lack a little bit spice on it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
In physics, we are really big and we can tackle really hard. So we lack one or two things, and if together, we're really good.
Okay. And tonight we're here to celebrate Africa. What do you think about the awards?
What part of it?
The whole ceremony. What do you think about
really,
it?
Really proud and excited to see the way the arrangement and the organizers and the sponsors coming together to put such a show. It's really a pleasing thing.
Yeah.
And giving motivation to upcoming talent and the youth, the African kids. So one day he'll be or should be like, if he made it or if he can make it up there, I want to be there. So it's a kickstart for.
Yeah. I know that being in sports is not always rosy and it's not always easy. It takes a lot of challenges. But in African sports, and you play at a professional level, how is it in terms of drugs? Is it clean? Is the sport clean in Africa?
Yeah, it is clean, you say, but if it's not clean, then maybe we don't have the so-called equipment to use. But if you're playing it professionally, then you have to be clean, because you don't want to take chances and spoil your name, ruin the country's name, the reputation of the club, and the family's name.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes, and I don't think we use a lot of drugs.
Yeah, and the training, how's your training?
The training
is it tough?
Yeah, it is tough. To keep it on that level, the training and the dieting.
Oh yeah, you have to go on a special diet, obviously. You control it all.
Control, you don't want to be overweight so you can't run.
Oh my God.
Clean enough.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, so you have to give it everything.
And tell our viewers a little bit more about handball. How many players are there?
Because is played by 7 players from each side, goalkeeper, and 6 players inside, 4 players. Handball is also almost like, you can say, like basketball. Most of the rules used in basketball, you can find it in handball.
Oh, really?
You take the ball, you don't have to walk with it with more than 3 steps. You can dribble as much as you can, but there's a time limit. And yeah,
It
and
is,
tackling,
and it's a fun.
a lot of tackling,
Is it a contact sport?
a lot of contact,
A lot of contact, yeah.
contact sport.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you really have to train. You have to go to the gym to watch your body physique and.
So you won't be drinking tonight then?
Not, yeah, I'll be drinking but water.
Water, okay.
Water is always good, yeah.
That's good. And we are from the Mammoth Media Platform.
Okay.
It's the latest media platform in the diaspora, whereby our viewers are diverse from all of the African continent.
Okay.
And we have a platform with different channels, and we
Ladies
follow
and
events
gentlemen,
like these.
please
So
take your
I hope you
seats. The show is
subscribe
about
and
to
tell your
start.
friends also.
I'll do that.
Yes.
I'll do that.
Thank you for honoring this interview. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Are you okay? Hi. Hi, Michelle. I'm Nene. Yes, take that one. Welcome to Celebrate Africa 2015. Tell me a little bit about what you're wearing. I love your outfit.
Thank you so much. It's a dress.
Yes. Is it any special design?
No, not this one, but
Not-
it's for my friend's design. So
Your friends?
I'm just wearing for her.
Okay, you look very beautiful. Anyway, you can you tell me who you are and what your background is?
Yes, I'm from Kenya,
Yeah.
and I'm a makeup artist here.
Oh yeah.
So I own a shop, a beauty shop called Lady Lounge in Belgium.
Wow, in Denmark here? Yeah.
Here.
Wow. And did you have to train to be able to go into this type of business?
I was actually self-taught.
Wow.
Yeah. So when I opened my shop when I was 19 years old,
Wow. And how old are you? Because you don't look more than 19.
I'm 20.
Oh.
So I've almost have. I started makeup when I was 18. So yeah, about 2 years now I've had my shop. So yeah.
Yeah. And what do you feel is the challenges of being a young entrepreneur here in Denmark?
It's really hard because I just jumped into it. So
Yeah.
I
Comes
just-
with a lot of responsibility.
yeah, a lot. It's something to be like a makeup artist, but to own a shop, that's double.
Something,
Yeah, that's something else.
Yeah, and then do you tackle all the finances yourself, or do you have your own accountant?
I have my own account.
You have an
Yeah.
accountant. Oh, I'm so impressed.
Thank you.
That is really good, and I wish you the best of luck with it. What do you think about the Celebrate Africa
I
Awards?
think it's a really nice award.
Yeah.
I've actually been modeling for the show like 3 years ago.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm really honored to be
Who was doing the clothesline then?
Georgina.
Georgina.
From Kenya, yeah.
Okay, from Kenya.
Yeah.
Oh, impressive. Thank you for honoring this interview.
Thank you so much.
We are welcome, my sister.
Thank you.
How are you? Can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Mitselo.
Yeah, and where,
Mitselo Walekode.
and where are you from?
I'm from Zambia.
Zambia.
Yes.
I heard you're a supermodel. Tell me more about that.
Yes, I'm a model. I've been a model back home. And I was,
In Zambia?
yes, in
Yeah,
Zambia.
okay, yeah.
Yes, and I participated in the Zambia Supermodel 2012.
Wow, did you win?
Not really. I came out in the top 3.
Wow, that's a
Yes.
winner. That's a
I
winner.
was-
Even the fact that you participated, that makes you a winner anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
And why are you here in Denmark?
Well, I'm married to a Danish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've been married 2 years now. So
Okay.
I moved here to be with him.
Okay, so you moved back. You moved to Denmark 2 years ago. How
Yeah.
are you tackling with the language? Are you studying the language at the moment?
Well, of course I am.
Yeah,
And
and-
it's going on well. It's hard, but we're getting there slowly.
Yeah. And do you
Yes.
like Denmark?
I like it, yes, but not the weather. It's really cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Please,
Yeah,
ladies and
it's
gentlemen,
cold. That's
Yeah.
true.
take your
And
seats.
are you going to continue
The
your
show is
modeling
about
here
to
in
start.
in
Thank you.
Denmark, or are you going to look for another profession?
Well, given a chance, yes, but I'm also a fashion designer. So
Wow,
I'm
you have
working
your
on
own
my-
clothes line.
Yes, and I'm wearing my own design.
Wow, it's beautiful. Tell me a little bit about it. Wow, it's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
It's red and it is sequins, right?
Yeah,
And you just and it's strapless.
yes,
But you
strapless.
just decided to combine it with a black jacket.
With a black jacket, yeah,
Yeah.
because you know it's not.
It's a bit
It's
cold.
not- yeah.
It's chilly. Yeah.
Yes, so I design my own clothes, and I also design clothes for people. So I'm trying to set up a business here in Denmark,
Wow.
of which we've already started, but now we are working on the homepage.
Okay.
Yes, because I have to do it both in English and Danish.
Yes.
Yes. So,
Oh, I wish you loads of luck with that.
thank you.
Thank
very
you
much.
for honoring the interview.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hi, welcome.
Hi, thanks.
Nice. Can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Derek Whitehead.
Yeah. And you're from?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa. Interesting. Wow. And what's your background?
I am a business major in economics.
Yes.
I have taken a master's degree here in Denmark,
Oh,
and
wow.
subsequently decided to stay and get some international experience here.
Wow.
And I work in Dong Energy, which is one of the biggest utility companies in Denmark, and I sit as an advisor to one of the executive vice presidents.
Wow, what a challenge. Did you think that it was a big difference moving from South Africa here in coping with the language and all those things?
Yes, it was. One of the advantages of being from South Africa, when you come to Scandinavian countries, is that in South Africa we speak Afrikaans,
Yeah.
which helps a lot to when you need to learn the language.
Yeah.
So that was an easy inroad, I would say. But I think socially there's definitely a big difference between South Africa and Denmark.
That's good. And what do you think about the Celebrate Africa Awards?
I think it's a wonderful event. I think it's a wonderful initiative from Cerebrate, actually. I have actually participated from the very beginning, the very first one, many years ago. And I always make it a priority
To be here.
to be here, yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for honoring this interview.
Right, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 6th edition of Celebrate Africa Awards 2015. In collaboration with Afro-Scandic, Scandic Afrique, Mamos Media, and sponsored by Brussels Airlines, with guest appearances by Omar Masoud, Maria Tandi, Tema Udumusu, with dazzling performances by Baobab Sisters, Ida Ambrose, Mamadou Tonde, the Nini Brothers, Ja Turban, Ndioto Ndogo, Azhar Saleh, and many more.
This woman is the mother of mankind, the genetic Eve from whom we all descend. She lived 150,000 years ago in East Africa, and everyone on Earth is related to her. Her daughters and granddaughters would take modern humans out of Africa to populate the rest of the world, the most incredible and important journey mankind.
The words of this lullaby say, babies grow older sooner than expected. Pretty, so little, so lovely, I will have mine. My child will be a lawyer. My child will be a doctor. My child will prosper. Welcome to the House of Memory, a place where dreams are discovered, lost and found, and where naming reminds us of the substance of things. All dreams begin with a name, an expression of intent. My name is Temitokbe Comfort Mukpileola Odumosu. In the tradition of my Yoruba ancestors, a child is named 8 days after it arrives in the world. This gives it a little time for its soul to settle in, but also so that the elders can watch closely to understand the child's unique personality. My first name, Temitope, speaks of my parents' joy and relief at the birth of their firstborn daughter. It means, thank God for this child of mine, or I am grateful. My second name, Comfort, is the name of my grandfather's sister, who was the spiritual heart of the family. My third given name, Mukwileola, speaks about the entire community's wishes and joys to continue to bring new life into the world, and also to build a legacy. It means I have established my foundation. Every time somebody speaks our names, they bring those original memories and dreams back to life. I've always loved telling stories and collecting them as well. So I actually decided not to become a lawyer or a medical doctor, as is usually the case in a West African home. And I decided instead to go off the beaten track and become a historian, like the West African griots that travel around the deserts collecting our community's histories. Griots look after memories like precious treasures so that they will not fade. We listen to the whispers of the ancestors and then pass them on to others in order to just keep their memories and their stories alive. Where do I keep these memories and these stories? Well, I don't have a book, but I keep them in this head. This head that was crowned by queens and warrior women who fought for the integrity of the continent. Ahotep I of Kemet, Hatshepsut, Ya Asentewa of the Ashanti tribe, Queen Nyabingi and Queen Amina of the Zauzau. In this head that yearns for sweet-scented oils and sacred combs made of wood that enable clarity and wisdom to descend like a holy awakening. Where do I keep these memories? In these eyes that witness the memories of the moment, these eyes that trials and the tribulations and the successes of the everyday history makers, our family, our friends, our lovers, and even strangers. These eyes that do not look too easily, that sometimes have to look away if the pain is too great, if disappointment arrives, if dreams are demolished, or if they invade my own integrity. Tears of sorrow and tears of delight, all cleansing waters that pave the way for new ideas and new perspectives. Because vision, in the end, is perspective. Where do I keep these memories? These memories, where do I keep these sweet and bitter memories? I keep these memories in these hands that have made things, these hands that have cooked loving meals and braided cornrows and nurtured grandmother's feet. These hands that write words, that pick the feather and dip it into ink and inscribe the greatest moments of our communities. These hands that remember the pages they have already been through. The stories, the triumphs, the gut-wrenching observations of other writers. Chimamanda Adichie, Wole Soyinka, Miriam Abba, Chinua Achebe, Ken Bugul, Molara Ogundipe, Maya Angelou, Toni Morrison. You can see we already stand on the shoulders of giants. Where do I keep these memories, these bittersweet memories? I keep them in my feet. These feet that have walked 1,000 miles and followed the haunted journeys of our enslaved ancestors, torn from the root at doors of no return along old trading ports, and moved to islands overrun with sugarcane. Nature still to this day marking those colonial territories with the high swinging royal palm. Cut and paste. With these feet, these dancing, stomping, stepping, walking feet, I demand to find the dreams of the Jamaican Maroons, the Saramacan from Suriname, the Gullah of the Carolinas, the Brazilian Candomblé priestesses, the Indian Siddhis and the Aboriginal dreamers, who I believe all speak in one tongue and know the same God and are proud members of the true Pan-Africa. Where did I keep these memories? In this heart where community resides, this heart filled with kind words and loving embraces that continue to nourish my determination to walk again, to rise again to a new day as the sun lifts the sky. In this heart where pride swells, knowing that I have made another connection to another heart, another soul, another lone traveler on this epic journey. In this heart where all of my spiritual mothers whisper to my inner child and tell me never to forget them, to remember them, to remember their stories, their courage, their wisdom, their triumphs, their nurture, their love. These are the stories I carry with me in this body, in this mind, in this spirit. I walk with them, I live with them, I love with them. One of my spiritual mothers, Maya Angelou, once said, "People are the product of their dreams. So dream great dreams, and then try with all your might to live those dreams." Sun can follow. Ooh, and all we see, my hope and sad illusion, my African dream brings an end to the confusion. My way to Africa, Simelu sasa elihle, ikukule Africa, sisubwana wama Africa, sisaibona iklansi, ukukanya kwentokozo, ikukule Africa, ukukwela kwanginga zonke. So often we are told to reach for the stars and look to the heavens for all of our inspirations, for our dreaming, to go somewhere far, far away. But I'm always remembered in these moments. I always remember the words of my Yoruba ancestors, my grandparents and my great-grandparents and even my parents today, and they always say, sometimes what you're looking for in Sokoto is actually in your Sokoto. What you're looking for in a far, far, far away place is already in your pocket.
Please welcome on stage your host of the night, the beautiful and talented Michelle Mystery, and the handsome Calvin Calabile.
I was going to say something clever while we're walking up the stairs, but then I realized the mic's not working. You guys good?
Look amazing.
It doesn't sound very...
Are you guys good? Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome to Celebrate Africa 2015. We've been very excited to have you guys here, and I mean, it's interesting. You know, we were fixing ourselves up before the show, like we really got to look good for this, and then we looked at you guys and like, you know, we don't think we look so good anymore.
No.
You guys look great. You killed it. You brought the hit. Yeah.
Give yourselves a hand, yeah?
We are, listen, let me tell you something before we start the show today. We are celebrating Africa, right? So we need to get some energy up in here. Yeah, come on, let's hear you.
So, how many in here liked the performance that we had in the beginning? Wasn't it just like, it was refreshing, right? And particularly, I like how the chorus went, because in my African dream, there is a new tomorrow. Because in my African dream, there is a dream that we all can follow. So before becoming too emotional up here, we want to welcome you to Cerebrate Africa Awards 2015. And for those of you that don't know what Cerebrate Africa Awards it's about, it's an organization that was established in 2008 with the primary purpose of showcasing the African society in Denmark and promoting those who tirelessly work hard. So tonight we're going to be having 8 different awards, and they're in different categories, and we'll be having 24 different nominees, all from our beloved continent. Can we have one more clap? I think we need one more clap. And as something new this year, Celebrate Africa Awards is going to be collaborating with a charity organization called With Knowledge You Can. And basically, it's an initiative that tries to improve and bring proper English skills in the Ethiopian public schools. And they work together with the Ethiopian government. So if you don't mind, I would like us all to give a round of applause for With Knowledge You Can representative, Sarah Haile.
Where's Sarah?
Where's Sarah?
That's her right there.
Yes.
She's going to say 1 or 2 words. You want to say something about your organization and our collaboration? She's up here, so you might as well say something. You know what? You know what I love about you? You got to love Africa, you know? Have anybody ever been to an African church?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
You know what happens? It's all energy, and then you come to another church in another country, which I will not name, and you're sitting there like, what is going on? Who is dead? So we're all full of energy here. We're spontaneous.
Yes.
She's up here now, so we're going to let her say a few things about her organization before we continue the show.
Just something short. Yeah.
Hello, everybody. As you know, my name is Sarah, and I run this organization called With Knowledge You Can. So basically what we're doing is improving English skills in public schools in Ethiopia. As you might know, Ethiopia has one of the fastest growing economies in Africa right now. So yeah, and we have, so we have basically never been colonized. So the next generation is not ready for the globalization that's happening at the moment. So I took the initiative to improve some program to improve English skills in public schools. So that's basically what the organization is about to do. And I'm looking forward to see everybody at the Cafe Summer School later on when we are having an after party. Yeah? Are you down with that?
Thank you so much.
Yes. Thanks.
You know, I love that. You know, when she was talking about Ethiopia, there were like 2 people. They were like, Ethiopia. It's so good to be so passionate about our countries. Get out of here.
So, going back to this year's theme, how many in this auditorium have heard about the American dream? Only one? That's sad.
Any Americans in the house?
But basically, the American dream, it's a concept that states that as an individual, a man and a woman in America, you can rise up and achieve greatness within, you know, your area of expertise. Despite socioeconomical challenges and racial problematics. But to be honest, it wasn't actually until we were going over this year's theme that I realized if there's any world, any continent in the world where this dream concept fits in perfectly, it's definitely in relation to the African people. We all know that we have faced years of oppression, floods of civil wars, exploitation, and colonization. And we think it's so important for us to realize the potential that we have and bring it into reality. So it's not just a dream, but it's an actual, you know, actual skill. You know, if you're good at something, you bring it into reality rather than just sit with it. So in this world that we live in today, we all see, you know, the horrible images from the media. Africa is a country where people are always suffering and, you know, there's this crisis after this crisis, Ebola here and Boko Haram there. And we think it's important that we kind of help showcase another side of Africa and Denmark. So I want to end this by saying that if there's one thing that we really desire for you all to remember tonight, it's the African dream. What does this dream entail? Would we be able to achieve it? And last but not least, are we as individuals, you and I, are we willing to work for it?
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Michelle. I think I may have ADHD because I have trouble standing still. But also mainly because I'm excited about what we're doing here tonight. Not just me, but the people that began this in 2008. one has really got to understand the fundamentals and the importance of this project, Celebrate Africa 2050. Whatever year it is, it's 2015 now. And whatever I'm about to say up here, and whatever Michelle and I are about to say up here, I want you all to know that we have just as much a need to hear it as we say to anyone else. So this is not just for us standing up here giving people a lecture. I am most certainly in no moral position to tell anyone what winning is. But I do know this, that our continent must win. And that's what I'm here. And it all begins with a dream. Now, it's important to dream. We all know that. But let me tell you something. Happiness comes from the answer to that question. What is the question? Does anyone tell me where happiness comes from? What's the question that gives a happy answer? So you can talk. There are wrong answers, but yeah. Okay, I'm telling you the answer. The answer to that question, the question is, how can I serve the world? What do they need which my skills can provide? I heard the poorest man on this planet is not one without a penny. It's not a man without money. It's one without a dream. And by far, the wealthiest place on earth, can anyone take a guess? Wealthiest place on earth?
Smart lady here.
It is the graveyard. It's true indeed. She got it right. It's the graveyard. It is unbelievable. It is full of dreams, ambitions, ideas that were never pursued. So if you are sitting in this auditorium tonight, you're waiting for something to happen before you pursue your dream. If you're waiting for someone to support you, you may just wait forever. Remember, no one is indispensable. It is not the world's cause to believe in your dream like you believe in it. It's your dream. And if you got someone supporting you, great, we are happy for you. But remember this, there will always be someone right behind your heels waiting to grab that opportunity. So rise and shine. Rise and shine when the alarm clock rings at 5. We must rise and shine when the alarm clock rings at 5. We must ignore the legion of unanimous voices telling us to go back to bed. You have to remember, there is a reason you set that alarm clock for 5 in the first place. You see, greatness is not an event. It's a lot of small things done separately, but really well, one at a time, one day at a time. So rise and shine, for you are a lion in a field of lions, chasing the same elusive prey in a desperate attempt to live. No one ever said this is easy. If it was, everybody would be winning tonight. Everybody would be doing it. Life is hard and we understand that. But we must rise and shine. Like that lion chasing its prey, my mind is focused on my dreams and my body will follow. And as long as I have hope and my heart is still beating, fear, defeat, retreat will not be in my heart. I will rise when I fall, and I will arrive at the battlefield, and I will give it everything I have, and I will win because I'm a dreamer. You see, let me tell you something. That was the attitude of a winner. But then again, I'm telling you something you already know. You know that winning is, after all, just an attitude. But you must adopt it. I must adopt it. Africa needs us to. Africa needs more winners. I will end with this. Confucius once said, "He who says he can and he who says he cannot are both right." My lady.
That was deep, right? That was very, very deep. So to start tonight, we want to present the first award, which is Creative Artist. And to present this prize, we're going to be asking Patrick Mabena and Deco to come up stage.
Patrick Mabena, all the way from South Africa, my man.
Are you dead? We're Africans. Come on. this?
Good evening. Since 2008, Celebrate Africa spends hourless and timeless to represent you, the most talented Africans in Denmark. We brought, Patrick and I are proud to announce you the nominees of this year.
For the creative arts in Denmark.
The nominees for creative artists are Lizzie Michelle, makeup artist. Okana, fashion designer. Nini Brothers, entertainer and dancers.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? Come on! Are you ready? Are you ready? The winners are Nini Brothers.
Shit, that's incredible. We just want to say thank you for Celebrate Africa for this event. It's like, for us, it's already an honor to be there. It's already a victory for us to be on the stage. And this is like, it's amazing. Thank you guys for that. And thank you for all our friends and fans and family for the support, because without you guys, we won't be here on stage and doing what we love, and it's dancing. We love to inspire and share our passion with all the people. And yeah, that's what we do every day. That's our life. Our dance is our life. And yeah, that's what we like to give to other people. And as African, like in Denmark, I think that we did great. Like, this is amazing. Thank you guys for that.
So, coming up for the next performance for tonight, we're going to be standing in the dance genre. This guy is amazing. I actually attended my very, very first Afrobeats dance class the beginning of this year. And for those of you who know, African dance is like the new thing. You have to have, the zonto. You need to be able to, follow on along. So this guy is amazing, and he's actually as awesome as people on YouTube, to be honest. So coming on stage now, it's going to be all the way from Burkina Faso, Mamadou Tunde. Give him a round of applause.
Africans. What is going on?
Makes you want to dance, right?
What is going on? Are we supposed to do something or? I don't know. Look, I want to say something. I'm really enjoying the road down here. You know, y'all are taking us home, you know, like, because you're in a show when you're celebrating Africa and people are like, oh, look at them, they're up there, what's happening? And you guys are just bringing the heat. I'm loving it. I don't know, somewhere there, you know, there's a, yeah, there. Everybody should be like those 21-year-olds over there. We want that. Are there people from Ghana in here? No? Ghana's always there. Yeah. I love those people. Anyway, we're going to bring on stage the second award, and that would be presented, and I'm so sorry, sir, because somehow I have a thing with people and names. In fact, my surname is Kaladile. You saw it out there. Look, I'm not going to ask you to say that. That is unfair. So, Mr. Ahmed, I believe? Ahmed Dakani.
We think that's how you pronounce
Mr. Ahmed
his name.
Dakani? Yes, thank you, sir. He'll be presenting the Young Achiever Award. And I think I'm supposed to give you this, which you will open after. Thank you, sir.
Are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you.
The nominees for Young Achievers are Helen Chamlali, human rights activist. Priscilla Christiansen, entrepreneur and founder of Happy Daddy. Dennis Tro, children's rights advocate.
The winner of this prize is Mr. Alam Jemlali.
Well, obviously I'm not a mister, but thank you very much. I'm very happy for this award, and thank you to everyone who's voted. Even though I work with human rights and I go to places in Africa that's really bad and dark, and I meet a lot of victims of war and conflict, I still see a lot of hope and resilience and a lot of inspiration. So that is what really motivates me for this work and why I see a bright future for Africa. My father used to say, the best of you are the ones who are most helpful to others. And I think I'm on the right patch for this, so I'm really happy. I know my father would be very proud. So, thank you.
Africa is indeed a beautiful place, and it's always good to celebrate it. But when it's always tough to bring out the negative events that take place in Africa. But when we talk about an African dream, we must remember that dreaming also means that at times one must endure nightmares. They too are a part of dreaming. And when we think of an African nightmare, we will remember the xenophobic attacks in South Africa. We will remember the Garissa attacks in Kenya and Boko Haram in Nigeria, Ebola in West Africa. When I think of these events, I think it is essentially hard for Africa. And I know no one continent that has had to go through as much as Africa has had to go through. But I also know this: Africa's courage in the face of adversity is inspirational. So we will not despair. I have an African dream, a peaceful continent that is also prosperous. And so this moment, we are going to be playing that video, which will present those events, which I've just so elegantly spoken about, before I get up there and fire somebody who doesn't even work for me. But it's really good to see you guys here, and I know it's always tough to talk about issues of difficulty, and I think also perhaps whomever is taking care of our videos and music tonight is traumatized by some of the events we're talking about. You know what? I'm going to tell you something. All right, while we're waiting for the video or the music or whatever it is that is going on, Michelle has a joke that she's been working on since we started the show, or since we knew that we're going to work together up here. She said, I want to come up with a joke. And the guy who's responsible for this was like, no, but now, there's nothing happening, so there you go.
This is very embarrassing because, yes, I had to come up with a joke for situations like this. And to be honest, I don't think it's an appropriate joke to share here. So we'll be going on to the next award. Calvin.
Look, if you have ever lived in Africa, I'm from Cape Town, South Africa. You know, if you speak to a South African and you say, hey, listen, you, let us make an appointment for dinner, you know, like at 7 or whatever. You know, they say, yeah, I'm coming now. That means 2 days later. So this, listen, if you're sitting here thinking, oh my God, these Africans, let me tell you, this is going great. Okay, so we've got the next category, which we will now be calling on stage, and I'm not. It's gonna be sports person, and I'm not sure who's presenting that because we haven't seen the program before. Tandy gave us this.
It's going to be Martin Hermetsen.
Mr. Martin Hendricks, thank you so much for coming to the stage, sir. And there you go. There you go, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I'm happy somebody knew that I was supposed to be here. Well, sports person, is there going to be a little show on?
Yes, the nominees.
Yeah? Are you guys ready?
The nominees for sports person are Libugang Fury, Brøndby EF. Pioneer Sisto, FC Midtjylland. Brian Matthew, handball player.
Are you guys ready? I'm not sure that everybody's ready, so we're just going to wait a little bit. Libugan Ferry.
Everybody.
Good evening.
As you know, my name is Lebkhang Piri from South Africa. Yeah. This dream started when I was 14 years old and I had to leave my parents to pursue it. And today it's led me to this. I remember there was once a man who told me that winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. And if I didn't win this award today, I wouldn't be disappointed because everybody who was a nominee is a winner to me.
Yeah.
And I'd like to take this time to thank each and every one of you for coming to this event and celebrating Africa, because this is a prestigious event for each and everybody that comes from Africa and all around the world. So thank you very much. Have a good evening.
Wow, there's like 2 South Africans in the corner somewhere. And, you know, Lebuchang is up, it's like, yes, this is anyway, such a and people are like, yeah, 2 people. Like, are there South Africans in the house?
Okay, then I have to say something as well. Do we have anybody from Nigeria?
Oh, Nigeria.
Oh yeah, stand up now. Stand up.
Oh my God, you shouldn't have said anything. Now it's just like, come on, stand for your country, for your people. Yes, Nigeria. We got South Africans in the house. You know what? We are so, I can't tell you how pleased we are that you people are here tonight. And I appreciate your patience with us. You can see that we are experiencing some technical difficulty. You know, this is what you want to call growing pains. We learn from these experiences. We do not take them for granted. I know that I tell a lot of jokes about them, but we certainly don't take them for granted. And I can tell you this, the attitude that we have as Cerebrate Africa is that we are winners. We are doing this ourselves and we are learning, and from it we hope that we will give you a better experience next time regarding the technical difficulties that we just experienced.
Yes, correct. So for the next performers, I need to know how many, I'm very interested in cultures and which countries. So how many people do we have from Kenya? Hey! Okay, so basically all of you guys are Kenyan. So, but
Oh my
the
God.
next...
Is there anyone left in your country?
Yeah.
Everybody's here.
So the next performer is a beautiful woman, and please don't kill me if I pronounce her name incorrectly. Noyota Ndogo. Eh? Okay, see? Me, I'm actually maybe a little bit Kenyan. So, but basically, she is from Kenya, and she plays this music called Tarab. And if you guys understand what Tarab is, I didn't know what Tarab was, and I had to go home and Google what Tarab was. And you guys want me to share with you guys? No? Yeah? Okay, so basically Tarab is Swahili melodies or lyrics mixed in with a little bit of Arabic tunes and Indian tunes. So all the way from Mombasa, please welcome, come on, please welcome Noyota. Please welcome Noyota Ndogo.
And there she is.
Rafiki yangu mpendwa, naja kwako siku nyingi, wanipotea kwa uzuri siku zote. Wakati sina wanipa nitakacho, usiti nisemacho, wako sawa waniombea Mungu. Moyoni mwangu najua nina rafiki huyu wa kweli, hakuna yule ambaye atakuja kati yetu. Wakati sina wanipa nitakacho, usiti nisemacho, wako sawa waniombea Mungu. We can sing together if you know this song. Kuna watu na viatu duniani, oh, kuna watu wasiopenda maendeleo. Ukiwa nacho cha wauma ndani kwa ndani, achana nao, waepuke haraka sana. Oh, kuna watu na viatu duniani, oh, kuna watu wasiopenda maendeleo. Ukiwa nacho cha wauma ndani kwa ndani, achana nao, waepuke haraka sana. Back in Mombasa, this is how we do. Hivi majuzi nilipata kazi nzuri, nikaja kukueleza. Mtu wa kwanza nilifikiria ni wewe, rafiki yangu. Nilifurahi na kuruka na kutaja jina lake Mungu. Nikikuangalia mwako usoni umejisononesha, ukaanza kusonya ukirusha mikono, sura umeikunja, kumbe ukufurahi mafanikio yangu. Ilikuwatia mimi kuja kukueleza, ukaanza kusonya ukirusha mikono, sura umeikunja, kumbe ukufurahi mafanikio yangu. Ilikuwatia mimi kuja kukueleza. Mtu wa kwanza mimi kufikiria niwe rafiki yangu. Oh, kuna watu na viatu duniani, oh, kuna watu wasiopenda maendeleo. Ukiwa nacho cha wauma ndani kwa ndani, achana nao, waepuke haraka sana. Oh, kuna watu na viatu duniani, oh, kuna watu wasiopenda maendeleo. Ukiwa nacho cha wauma ndani kwa jamani, pamoja. Wanadansi vipi vile? Rumba? Wapi nduru ya Wakenya jamani? Tunaweza kufanya mduara hapa juu? Tunaweza? Haya, naongoja, mnifuate nyuma. Ngoja hapa nyuma. Tunataka mduara, 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 mduara. Mduara. Hapo sasa. Hapo sasa. Tunaenda chini kwa chini eh? Twende sasa. Kwa hiyo thank you. We go to the next song. I'm not so good in English. I don't know how I can talk about watu na viatu because watu is people, viatu is shoes. So it's really, you can understand if you know Swahili because we are talking about the people who pretend to be our friends, but they talk very bad behind our back. So when I do this, it's like you and there's no difference between you and shoes. So we go to the next song, Siri, and if you feel like you want to dance, I like dancing. I know in Kenya, they say I'm the worst. I really don't know how to dance, and Kenyans know that, so I know, but I'm really trying. If you can teach me new style, I don't mind. So if you see me like, just don't laugh. Listen to my voice. Wale wanisheria, kuzani majaliwa, ndo kuifurahia, ni mtoto kuzaliwa, yote ni yake jalia, shukuru nalopewa, kizamwa na shukuru, kikosa usikufuru. Wale wanisheria, kuzani majaliwa, ndo kuifurahia, ni mtoto kuzaliwa, yote ni yake jalia, shukuru nalopewa,
Kikubwa cha lazima ni imani kuwa moja, si baba wala si mama kumtetesha mmoja, ni kwa Mola kusimama mwisho ataletaja. Kiza mwana shukuru, kikosa usikufuru. Kiza mwana shukuru, kikosa usikufuru.
Nani anaweza akanichomoa? Nani anaweza chakacha? This is how we dance in Mombasa. Kuna yule anaweza zaidi yangu? Hapo sasa. I'm learning, eh? I'm learning, eh? There's a special request from Mary, if I get the name. Mary, I think, when I was doing a sound check, I did a different song, and it was very slow song. Then I was like, okay, this song is not yet out, but she said, you know what, you have to sing for me that song when you perform. So this song is not in a playlist, but we can sing for Mary. It's like you're singing for your love. You say that, I love you so much. When I have malaria, when I see you, the malaria just disappears. So you're my medicine. You're my dawa. So the song called Dawa, you're my medicine.
Umenipa dawa isiyokuwa na jina, hata nikipata malaria nikikuona saa hiyo napona. Naweza kulia bahari na macho yasikauke. Umenipa wazimu, wazimu na dawa ni wewe. Umenipa dawa isiyokuwa na jina, hata nikipata malaria nikikuona saa hiyo napona. Naweza kulia bahari na macho yasikauke. Umenipa wazimu, wazimu na dawa. She's the one. Ni wewe. Sijui ameshikwa na nani humu, eh? Anajua mwenyewe. Najua kupenda sio rahisi. Najua mapenzi hayaishi. Najua kupenda ninapopendwa. Najua mapenzi hayaishi. Ukinikimbia nitaumia, na wajua nina hisia. Najua una hisia kama zangu. Ukinikimbia nitaumia, najua una hisia. Ukinitenga mimi nitalia. Yeah.
ameshikwa wapi huyu jamani? Mapenzi, love, eh? Umenipa dawa isiyokuwa na jina, hata nikipata malaria nikikuona saa hiyo napona. Naweza kulia bahari na macho yasikauke. Umenipa wazimu, wazimu na dawa ni wewe, ni wewe. Thank you. Thank you. Asante sana. And Kim is one of the member of my band here in Denmark. Thank you.
You know, because, you see things in Africa, you're like, oh, this will never happen in Europe. And then you're like, wait, because people are coming and like, yes, this woman, she's so good. Like, and I'm thinking, is that stage built to carry so many people? Nobody's thinking about, you didn't think, because because I would have thought, I was like, wait, should I get 20 African women here? And I would think about the stage. Oh, yes. Okay. Well,
so we're going to be going. Serious face. Okay.
Well, I'm so happy to see you people here. I'm seeing some people that I know that I probably should have, mentioned earlier, and then thank them for coming out. I know that we've got some people who are quite important amongst us. Not that y'all are special, but there are important people, and we want to thank you for coming out and supporting our cause. It's really important, and I think also we've got a representative from the Embassy of Ivory Coast, and we appreciate you coming out tonight.
Thank you.
So the next category that we're going to be presenting is African Business or Project. And we're going to invite to the stage Mr. Stefan Moldo to present it.
Thanks.
Don't be shy.
The nominees for African Business are Blue Phone and Evencio, founder and CEO Lars Papi. Gene, founder and CEO Yosefa Say. HM Foods, founder and CEO Huzima Kwanleza.
Talking about business and being an entrepreneur, we all know how difficult it is, and dealing with your idea to the market, and with all the authorities, I hereby have the honor to present the award to Mr. Lars Pappis.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, we're talking about dreams today, right? I quit my job 2.5 years ago. And
I decided that it was time to be independent and try to make something for myself. When I came to Denmark 10 years ago, I remember sitting with friends and everybody talked about it was impossible to make money in Denmark. Either because you were black and you didn't get a job, or because if you actually finished your school and you got a job, you had to pay high taxes. I can tell you that's not true. I had a lot of friends that used to sit and talk about the day I become rich. You don't become rich by sitting on a couch. Trust me, you don't. So, I just want to thank Cerebrate Africa, but I also want to thank actually all the nominees today, because you guys make a difference, not only for us Africans here in Denmark, but also for the Africans that are living in Africa, are trying and every single day try to be a better person. So thank you very, very much for this award. I love you.
It's really good, you know, thank you for those words. Wow, you know, that's, cause yeah, right? You guys are really shy about, how much is this? You know, I'm like, you know, I know, he said, look, because I take people seriously, but he said this, but you don't get rich by sitting on the couch, and it's true. But you know, I know a couple, you know, they bought this thing, and now they are millionaires. What is that thing called? The lottery, yes. That thing, you can get rich from it. You can take your chances there, but it's true. If you don't win the lottery, you better get off the couch, man, because that's not working. That's not gonna work, that's not gonna work. And I'm telling you, we are serious when we plead with Africans who are in Denmark. I think we look beautiful in Instagram with our pants halfway down the waist, but I think we could really do better if we got involved in business. Do you know how many European countries are in Africa making money that you work for from Denmark? Perhaps we should take an initiative. We're here. We are already in pain. We might as well get paid for it. That's all I'm saying. And I'll tell you this, I've got a Danish family. I love this country. There is nothing wrong with the country. And I'm not in any way a person who's particular about race, but I think at some point we need to assert ourselves as Africans. We need to define who we are, because if we don't, somebody else will tell us who we are. It's important for our kids, for our future.
And our next performer is composed of two people, actually a bit different than today. We had all these Kenyans up here, so these are just two people. And they're called Z, and they're composed of Sophie Sidoy, who is half Danish and half Eritrean, and the other guy, Anton, who is a beautiful mix of Sweden and Norway.
Wow.
And
you can tell.
We shouldn't
you
underestimate.
You can see that in him.
We shouldn't underestimate our other Scandinavian countries. In March this year, they actually just launched their first EP, which is called Egypt. Give it up, Egypt. Yeah. So they'll be performing for us right now. If everything goes according to the not plans.
Everything will go to plan.
Are you guys ready?
I fired the other guy.
Yes?
Somebody else can take job. Give them a warm welcome, everybody.
Okay. Well, we're tuning the guitar. I think we're ready now, yeah? And if you feel like it, you can get up and dance with us. That's okay.
Even though you love it so, you can own a stray dog. Just when you think we'll stay with you, you'll turn around and then we're gone. We'll come back and run again. So take my hand and let's explore new meanings and new sights. See if we can find something better than this. Yet we know this is what we're gonna miss. 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 This is what you're gonna take my hand and let's explore. Even though you love me so, even though you love me so, even though you love it so, you can go straight away. Even though you love it so, you can go straight away. Even though you love it so, even though you love it so, even though you love it so, you can go straight away. This is what we're gonna miss.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here to play at Celebrate Africa Awards. We're really, really grateful and thankful, yeah. That was Stray Dog. Now we're gonna play a song called Egypt.
If I took a light and tried to show you where the dark is, if I took your hand and tried to show you where my heart is, would you know? If I had a fire and laid it before you, what would you notice? If I let it go and hide it from daylight, what would you notice? Would you know? Would you know? Either way, I'm on my way. Either way, I'm on my way. If I came out bright and tried to show you all the pieces, and I spoke of words from deep inside, all the way from Egypt. If I took a light and tried to show you where the dark is, if I had your hand and tried to show you where the heart is, would you know? Would you know? I'm not waiting for things to fall apart. Would you know? No, I'm not waiting for the things to fall apart. Would you know? Either way, I'm on my way. See, I'm not waiting for the things to fall apart. Would you know? Would you know? See, I'm not waiting for either way. Either way, I'm on my way. Thank you. Well, we're gonna play one last tune, and well, this is not about this night because it's called Cold Up, and I can feel a lot of warm love here. Your love is cold. Your love is cold. I can't tell you where I'll go now. Dark skies have grown, I want them gone now. It's too late. You ought to go. Your love is cold. Your love is cold. Let's find it somewhere. We're drifting, I'm falling apart. Don't say a word, no, I know it by heart. Too cold to measure state, I'm too used to elaborate. Your love is cold, your love is cold, I'm letting go now. Your love is cold. Let's find it somewhere. Your love is cold. Let's find it somewhere. You should love me by now. I guess nature failed somehow. It's a different letting go. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Blood is running, it should be reminding you of me. But now I see. Your love is cold. Your love is cold. Your love is I'll find it somewhere else. Thank you so much. And thank you for having us playing here.
You know, because I really like music, I tried to join a band once, and I want to thank that band for sending me to university. Really No, seriously, they sent me to school. They were like, dude, no, we think you should maybe consider. Look, but they gave me this thing, you know that thing that has 3 little things? And you're standing there like, ding, 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 like, what am I doing here? So maybe I should study. Listen, I'm so excited right now, but before we do that, we're going to bring out African promoter.
The 5th award for tonight.
The 5th award for tonight, and we're halfway through the evening. Thank you for,
bearing with us.
You're like, oh, we want to go, but yeah. Okay, but my money. Look, we're here now. We're halfway through the evening, and I'm actually really, 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 really excited because the next man to come up on stage is a well-known man who's
Danish
going to be
comedian.
presenting this category. And we're going to get to enjoy him a little bit, and this is wonderful. Min damer og herrer, take godt imod Mr. Omar Marzouk.
Thank you. Yeah, North Africans were not that tall. And people actually forget that we Egyptians are African. Yeah. I've discussed it with Danish people. You're not African? Well, yes, I am. Egypt is in Africa. Sometimes I have to drop my pants before they believe me. And yeah. And people are always complaining about African time. I was born in Denmark. For 9 years I went to school. Every morning my teacher said, Omar, you were supposed to be here at 9 o'clock. And every morning I asked her why, what happened. She had no sense of humor. At all. And civilization, human beings started in Africa. Yeah, that's where we humans come from. And actually, it's also where fear comes from. It's Africa. And it's where humans learn to run away from fear. It's true. That's how our brains developed. We were all living in Africa, living on the savannah. And one of us saw a lion and got scared and ran away. I didn't get eaten. It was a really good advancement for humankind, developing fear. That's why there weren't too many white people back then. They couldn't catch up. Yeah, I can do those jokes now. Do you know that in like 85 years, we're going to be 3 million Africans? It's true. It's the most rapid growing continent on Earth. That's Africa. I'm just trying to scare all the white people. No, yeah, it's been weird being from Egyptians. We're not the coolest Africans. We're very proud because we built the pyramids 5,000 years ago. We haven't achieved much since, but we're still proud. My dad actually believes that every invention can be traced back to ancient Egypt. And I've challenged him on this very many times. I was in Scotland doing a show, and I discovered it was a Scottish guy who invented golf. And I called up my dad, and I said, Dad, did you know it was a Scottish guy who invented golf? And he said, so what? We invented the hole. Where would they be without us? And I said, yeah, but Dad, did you know it was actually a Scottish guy who invented the telephone? He said, yes, but we invented the numbers. Hello, nobody to call. That is no fun. Excuse me? Bob Marley's father. He's Egyptian. I think that's where he learned to smoke weed. No. Roll the video for the nominees. Yeah.
The nominees for African Promoter are AVH Production, Sky Juice Promotions, Shelby Production.
And the winner is Sky Juice Promotion. Yeah, come on up. So, congratulations. Again.
Blessed. Rastafari. Selassie. Yeah, man. We have to give thanks to Jah, you know, the creator, you know, of all mankind. And Africa, you know, say Africa is the cradle of civilization, original. And a man once said, no matter where you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're African. If you go to Jamaica right now, you go to Kenya right now, and you see a Chinese man. You know the Chinese man say, me Kenyan. But he also say, me Chinese. And if you go to Jamaica and you say, where you come from, China man? The man, China man say, me Jamaican. Me, what? Chinese. So what we are saying now? All black people in Africa, not sure. Give it up. We want to give thanks. Before we go, I have to say this. We have to give thanks to the Sky Juice crew. We are a big crew here. Let me take my out of this thing here. We are a big crew here. And there's special mention to a lady called Sus. She's been with us from the start, you know? Yeah, man. These people right up here, all of them here. Coco, Jabi, Welda, Ilawi, DC, and there's many more couldn't be here, Jalide, you know? And we have been building reggae music, African music for African people. I remember those days when we used to have the Melon Club, and when you look into the Melon Club, it's pure African people inside there. And the Danish people used to afraid to come inside here. They used to be afraid to come inside here. Only the little tough one them come inside here, you understand? And then you must remember also that Natasha, many people don't know this, but Natasha is Sky Juice Bill Natasha. The system in Denmark don't want you to know that. But it's we put Natasha on stage first time. We teach her Jamaican, we teach her reggae music. Yeah, you have to know that. And yeah, Jaturban will tight. Say a few words.
Yeah, my name is Coco, and it's a pleasure to be here with some of the nice people. My first to see so many nice people in the place. And it's nice to win this award, and I appreciate everything from the people who vote for us. Okay? I have some songs on YouTube, you can check it out. One Scotch by Coco, and Super C and Ebony by Coco. It's a night to you, okay? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man. Well, give thanks and praise. Yeah. Boy, trust me, I feel good, you say, when I look around and see all my African people, you know, whether you're from Kenya or you from Nigeria, we down in Ghana, if you love your body, big up Sky Juice sound and all our who's here, saying, love ya. Let me hear you say, yo! Yo, yo! Big up Africa.
Greetings. This is Ilawi. Harambe! To all the Swahili and Kenyan, East Africa, Ghana, and the whole of Africa. Well, from the foundations, a lot of work's been done when it comes to reggae music, roots music. Reggae music is African music. And we've been doing a lot of works to put it together when there was people who could not go places until Super Mike built up a place where everyone could come in. You know, Sky just did a lot of work and we would be on the street, you know, sweating, winter, summer, working hard. Prosperity, roots and culture. Big up Super Mike for works and works and works.
Thank you very much.
One love, bless it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, cause we, you know, cause you're like, oh well, they come from Kenya and they come from Ghana and these are South Africans and that's true. But we are such animated people, all of us, you know? Like, when we say something, it's like, and, you know, and it's so weird because I have people, don't get me wrong, I've got people in my country that I don't understand. I'm like, what did you say? I had to work one time with a guy, I think he was from Senegal, and he spoke this thing called pidgin. Have you ever heard that? I've never, in my life, I was sitting with this guy in the car and he was talking to me and I was so embarrassed to say, man, I have no idea what you just said. But it's okay. We come from different parts of the country. We, you know, we do that.
So going on for the next performance for tonight, she's been on the market for a while. Can you guys say Ambrose? I can't hear you. Ambrose. So Ida Ambrose has just recently debuted as a solo artist. People know her now in Copenhagen. And she has roots from Gambia. And Ida has this message of bringing hope to people who generally don't always feel like they fit in, or people of mixed blood, or whatever it is. She has a message that she wants to deliver. So if you guys would like to, welcome on stage Ida Ambrose.
Big hand.
Thank you so much. First of all, it's a privilege to be here tonight. And as this wonderful, beautiful lady said, I really want to be a role model for the youth, African mixed youth people. And I want to show them that if you believe in yourself, you can do anything. And I believe in myself. I keep on going with my music. And in collaboration with Sky Juice Reggae, we made this reggae music that I'm performing from tonight. So I hope you will enjoy and I hope you will dance with me. On the second track, it's a dancehall track, so I hope you will get up on your seats. All right? We start with some roots reggae. It's called Bad Day. Anytime you're ready, DJ. That's how it's supposed to sound like. Thank you so much. The next track is called Hyperstilletta. It's about feeling good about yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, whether you're white, black, yellow, or everything. Just feel good about yourself and be proud of who you are. Hyperstilletta. Please dance with me. Come over to the stage and dance with me if you feel like it. You come here. Hey! Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Dansen til det kører rundt for mig. Vinderne er kold, kan ikke vente til december. Kan jeg sende op, hvis I har det lige sådan, ja? Kan jeg sende op, hvis I har det lige sådan? I byen igen, i byen igen. Wow, wow, yeah! I byen igen, i byen igen. Jeg kan det samme om igen. Sætter I til dansegulvet. Brænder sted ned til grunden. Brænder sted ned til grunden. Ned til grunden. Dressed up, hyperstilletta. Oh yeah, så rykker festen videre. Tik, tik, klap på endnu mere. Giv mig flere drinks, folk stiger. Lad dem dans til det hele snor rundt. Dans til det hele snor rundt. Snor rundt. Sætter ind til dansegulvet. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Ned til grunden. Blaze it up, fire up for en banger. Oh yeah, flex den røv, din morgengatter. Hack, yeah, op igen her. Lækre snack, flæk den flash, lidt der klubben ad. Dans til det hele snor rundt. Dans til det hele snor rundt. Sætter I til dansegulvet. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Ned til grunden. Take it to dansegulvet. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Lysene glider i natten. Oven på pisset fuld. Tonen med i natten. For femmeren lokker mig ud. Vi bliver ved, mens de andre går hjem. Efter party efter 5. Weekenden efter finder du os i byen. Så til det kører rundt for mig. Vinderne er kold, kan ikke vente til det samme. Kan jeg sætte op, hvis I har det lige sådan, ja? Kan jeg sætte op, hvis I har det lige sådan? Dans til det hele snor rundt. Dans til det hele snor rundt. Dans til det hele snor rundt. Wow, 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 yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! Oh! Det kører rundt for mig. Vinderne er kold, kan ikke vente til det sommer. Kan jeg sende op, hvis I har det lige sådan, ja? Kan jeg sende op, hvis I har det lige sådan? Dans til det hele snor rundt. Sætter I til dansegulvet. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Brænder stedet ned til grunden. Ned til grunden. Yeah. Tusind tak. Thank you so much.
Well, I do not, look. You know, I have a principle. I don't like calling people drunk. It's just, I don't. But, you know, some people are probably not sober. I don't know.
Very happy. Very, very happy. So...
I have a request, though. Like, seriously, once the artists come up here, if we could give them space and enjoy them together. It's not always easy to enjoy them. If we know that, and again, I don't want to use the word drunk, but if you think you may not be sober, maybe just be not sober in your seat. That's okay.
So, leaving the topic of being sober, we have our 6th award for tonight, and it is upcoming artists. And I actually know that we have had some of the people that have already performed that are actually also going to be nominated. So if I can have Nene and Liz up on stage. Nene and Liz.
To present the next award?
Where are Nene and Liz?
all the way from Helsinki. Give her a hand. She is from Helsinki. Kind of. Sweetheart.
Hello, everybody.
Oh, that's the other one.
Can we have the nominees?
The nominees for upcoming artists are Ida Ambrose, Justin Swazi, Z,
Are you ready? All right. And the winner is Ida Ambrose.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. This means so much to me. You know, I was not prepared for this, and I'm so grateful. I would like to thank Celebrate Africa. This means a lot that there's a community that supports the African people. I really needed that when I was young. I needed African community to show me where I'm from, and especially this event is very good at that. You know, and I would like to thank Sky Juice Reggae for believing in me. I'm so grateful all we did this couple of years. I love you so much. And Celebrate Africa and everybody that voted on me, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Yes, Ida.
Very well done.
Wonderful
Thank you so much.
performance as well before. So staying in the Rastafarian spirit, Wagwan. Our next performer is a true example of the African diaspora. During colonialism, our people were spread across the globe. Look at this little guy taking pictures of us up here. So our people were spread across the globe. And Ja Turban, who's going to be the next performer, is a rising reggae artist who has a desire to spread his positive beats internationally and through the music that we're going to be hearing tonight. So if you guys, I don't know what people say, you know, how to welcome people from Jamaica, but
I
welcome.
think you say welcome.
Welcome? No, I feel like, you know, you have to say something a
that's
bit
the word.
more like Rastaish, you know?
Rastaish, welcome. Welcome to the stage. The
Welcome to
next
the
artist.
stage, Ja Turban.
Guys, we gotta do better than that. There's
Yes.
a guy coming on stage. Come on, bring the heat. Celebrate Africa.
Yeah! Is everyone irie tonight? I just want to say big respect to Celebrate Africa and the team, Sky Juice Promotion, and the people who comes out. You know what I mean? And my name is Ja Turban, as you know, artist, upcoming, rising. Right now I'm going to give you a song named Mama Africa. Anyway! Repatriation is a must, Lord, why? For all sons and daughters. Celebrate Africa. Woo! I said, whoa. Mama Africa, Africa, I cry. I said, Mama Africa, Africa, I cry.
Wonderful Mama Africa, why? Beautiful Mama Africa, yes. Royal Mama Africa, why? Fruitful Mama Africa. Mystical Mama Africa. Royal Mama Africa. Royal Mama Africa, yes. Hopeful Mama Africa. Bless you, Mama Africa. Crying out to you, Mama Africa. Yeah. Love you, Mama. I said, whoa, whoa. Mama Africa, Africa. I said, whoa, whoa, oh, oh, oh. Listen, we are asking all you leaders and mediators and all you sellers and buyers, know your role on the road. Mama Africa is watching you, I cry. No more of your bloody blood diamond buying. No more of your bloody blood diamond selling. No more of your mental genocide killing. In Africa, me said again. No more of your bloody blood diamond selling. No more of your bloody blood diamond buying. No more. I said, whoa, whoa. Mama Africa, Africa, I said, whoa, 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 whoa. Mama Africa, Africa, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Somalia, Kenya, Nigeria, Mozambique, Rwanda, Uganda, Ghana, Senegal, Gambia, Sashamani, South Africa, Tanzania, Congo, Zimbabwe, no more borderline. We are one big Africa. Are you feeling irate? Oh, 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 Mama Africa. No more of your buying. No more of your bloody blood diamond selling. No more. I said, whoa, oh, whoa, Mama Africa, Africa, I cried. I said, whoa, whoa, Lord, why? Mama Africa, I said, whoa, whoa, Mama Africa, Mama Africa, Africa I cry. Yeah. Yes, so this one is called Real, Real Love. So I want to big up all the kings and queens, and the prince and princess, and the mothers and the fathers out there, okay? Run it, Mr. DJ. So passionate, so pure and divine, you know? Empress Wazira Ayn Eye, mother of creation, you know? Give thanks to her, you know? Mother of creation. Are you ready? Give it. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. Yeah. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Empress Omega love, Selassie I love. Listen. She's so pure and divine, Selassie I love. She's so meek and so kind, yeah, yeah. Highly royal inside, oh, oh, yeah. Her teaching is so high, oh, what's my love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love, yeah. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Lord, oh, oh. Empress men and love, Selassie. Listen. She shines as the moonlight. Channel, channel. Oh, oh, what's a might? Yeah, yeah. Oh. Ride on her majesty. Yeah, yeah. Sail on her majesty. Oh. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. Yeah. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Yeah. Empress Omega love, love. Give thanks for the mother of creation, Empress men and yeah. She was born in Ethiopia, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rebirth of the Black Mary, yeah. Say royal salute to all, oh Lord. Are you ready? Say real, real love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love, yeah. Real, real love, Selassie I love. Oh, oh. Empress Omega love. She's the queen of queens, Jana. Daughters of Zion, weep no more. Empress Omega, open the door. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She was crowned with the King of Kings. All let us rejoice and sing. Love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. I really love Emmanuel love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. Yeah, I really love, love, love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. Come on, really love, Selassie I love. Empress men and love, Selassie I love. Yeah, really love. One love, give thanks for the night. Celebrate Africa. Unity we say. Unity strength. United we stand, divided we fall. Straight up, ISIS.
Very quiet.
That was You're like, yes, but listen, we are almost through with the evening, and we're very excited to bring out. And we want
I was asked to do a song with the Ebola video, and it should be coming up soon. My name is Frida. Thank you so much. My name is Frida Rose. I'm from Uganda. And I want to congratulate all of you who are the nominees and the winners as well. I think this is beautiful that we can celebrate ourselves as Africans. I think I've never gotten any better introduction. Before, I was asked to sing a song. And initially, I just wanted to do as I was told. But I think if posterity will judge it right, I would say I want to encourage Syriac. Syriac is somewhere at the back. And some of us are sitting on the chairs and we're thinking, well, it was good. Some things were not right. And and as a performer myself, I usually when I'm out performing, I prefer when everything is tight, But I want to encourage Syriac, and I also want to encourage all Africans, all of us who are sitting there and enjoying and having a good time, that we are celebrating ourselves. Please, let's join hands, let's join talents, let's join resources and help build this, because this is for us. And if you disagree, think not. But if you feel like there is something that you can do or any talent that you have, please help out. And congratulations to Syriac. And I think, Syriac, your mom will be so proud. Today, I met Syriac's mother. And I think most of you, she might have, at the door, said welcome and stuff like that. But you have to understand that, this night was somebody else's dream. He started out with a dream that, he would unite all the Danes and also the Africans as well. And I think this is great, despite the fact that, that some things might not have fallen in place. But I think the fact that we're here on the 6th year, I think we should applaud him as well. So, Syriac, we're still friends. And now, here comes the song. This hole in my soul. You reached out your arms to me, poured out your heart to me, pulled me back from the edge. Thought I'd reach my end when I was drowning. When I still pulled me through. Was in the shadows, lost, nothing left to lose. You pulled me through. You pulled my faith back. Faith was so hard to find. Should I let it alone? You were my lifeline. The love that you gave me is love that has saved me. Your strength is what makes me strong. You held on and I held on when I was drowning.
was really good. It was. Amazing.
And it's really important as well that we at Celebrate Africa, we also want to remember those who are not with us. As Farida said so beautifully, that a lot of people would give an arm and a leg for the opportunity that we have here. And it's not to make people feel bad, it's just to make people appreciate the opportunities that we have. Our next award, which is almost our last award, the 7th award, is African Artist/Musician. Yes. And to present this award, I would like to call up Anne Divine Gina. Is Anne Divine here? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let me just bring some variety to the show. Est-ce qu'il y a les francophones dans la salle? Levez les mains, s'il vous plaît. Wait. I just asked if there were French-speaking people in the hall because, you know, lots of Africans come from French-speaking countries. And there's this song very popular, On va gagner, Zoblazo, Zoblazo. So it's a song for winners. And Cerebrate Africa is a winner. And I'm here to give the award to a winner. But before I go ahead, I would just like to say the organizers gave me 1 minute to say what I do because they think it's important for the community. So I'm a legal advisor with an immigration law firm. Most of us are immigrants, and in one way or the other, we might have an immigration issue. So if you have an immigration issue, know there's a brother in the house who can help. And you can like our page on, thank you very much, facebook.com/immigrationlaw.tk. Thank you very much. The nominees, please.
The nominees for African Artist and Musician are Barbara Moleko, Wafande, Miriam Mandikira,
Are you ready? And the winner is Barbara Moleko.
On behalf of Barbara Moleko, she can't be here with us tonight, so we will be receiving her award on her behalf, but we can still give it up for Barbara Moleko.
Jeg vil bare sige rigtig, rigtig mange tak for min African Awards pris 2015 for Best Artist. Jeg ved ikke, hvad jeg skal sige. Jeg er virkelig, virkelig taknemmelig. Det er min første pris, og jeg vil ære den altid. Mange tak.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll be taking that. You know, it kind of makes you feel like a winner a little bit. Because, you know, we've been standing up there, you know, at some point you're giving out stuff that people win and you're like, wait, am I winning it? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
So our next performers. How many has been watching Denmark har talent? Let me just see some fingers. Let me see some fingers, honestly. Let me see some fingers. Okay, there are 2 fingers and 1 person over there. Okay. Okay, 5 fingers. Okay. So
I totally phrasing. Like, let me see some fingers.
Okay, so these guys, they're brothers.
Oh yes, those guys.
They're brothers, and they are all the way from Burundi. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about now. Yes. So these brothers have, I mean, personally, I've been a fan of them. I actually also tried their dancing school when I was living in Jylland. And they're amazing. Their choreography is awesome. The synergy is awesome. The love they have is awesome. And the most important thing that I like about these brothers is that they really, truly embrace the idea of hard work. Being a dancer, being a top dancer is not an easy job. I dance myself at home, and it's tough, you know. Competition is there. So if you guys would like, this is our last performance for tonight. Bringing on stage, Nini Brothers.
Oh, it's working. Hi. So, thank you for a nice introduction, actually. I wanted to say something about us, but I think she said it all. So, yeah, we're from Burundi. Komera turi kumwe bagenzi. So, yeah, we moved from Burundi because of terrible civil war, and we moved first to Belgium, and then 6 years ago we moved to Denmark because we wanted to dance and live our passion, which is dance. And then I think it was 3 years ago we decided together with our cousin Pierre to open a dance studio in Aarhus. It's called Plenum Dance House. We did this because we wanted to share. We wanted to give a positive message to the next generation. And what makes us happy is when we go to the dance studio and look at those happy faces. Yeah. So, I talk too much. Let's dance maybe.
Hello. 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 You two. Yes, I'm talking to you. Wait. Are you not the Nini Brothers? Oh my God, yes you are. You are those two guys who can move their body like a mermaid. You come from Burundi, right? Yeah. Africa. And how the hell did you end up in Denmark? I hope that Denmark is happy to have you. Anyways, you are dancers. You know what? Now move to the right, move to the left, move to the front, and move to the back. Oh, I just realized that I can make you dance. This became so interesting. It's showtime. Let's start simple. Can you do slow motion? What? Oh, illegal music. Okay, let me find something super cool for slow motion. What does the fox say? What the fox say? Oops, wrong. I'm sorry. 2 seconds. Hey, you, music.
What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. You got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down.
Not so bad. Now, can you twerk? Yes, can you shake that little butt of yours? Come on, don't pretend to be shy. One of you will have to do it. And I have the best music for that. Let's go. It's twerking time. Just shake that little boom boom.
Yeah, run the program.
Yeah. Shake that thing. guys were on television. You did the Denmark Pattale, and that was amazing. Can we see something from the TV program then?
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned how to get along. And so you're weren't you the one who tried to break me with goodbye? Did you think I'd crumble? Did you think I'd lay down and die? Oh, no, I will survive. For as long as I know I know I'll still alive. I've got all my life to live. I've got all my life to give. I'll survive. I will survive.
Wow! That was something really impressive. Let's see what the public thinks. Public, if you like the show, make some noise. If you want an extra number, scream, yeah! Yeah!
Johnny,
African, 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 baby. Ooh, yeah. See, African, 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 baby. I don't, yeah. Are you gonna dance to if I show you my money? Are you gonna dance to if I show you the way? Are you gonna dance to if I show you my pockets, baby? Are you gonna dance to if I show you my wallet? I will show you the money, baby. That's from you, baby. Move from you, don't go from you. I will show you the money, I will, baby. That's from you. Show me your body, don't go from you. Me, money, mo, baby, give me all your loving. Me, money, mo, I don't go take your love for granted. Baby, fire go go, baby, you are not just go go. Don't let bad my stuff my flow, baby, make we just go. The money too much, I'm dashing. You feel my singing? I whatever you're thinking. Can't you see what I'm feeling? Lagos to Dubai, Abuja to Missouri, Joburg to Mumbai. Now who is the music that wants to dance to me? Are you gonna dance to if I show you my money? Are you gonna dance to if I show you the way? Are you gonna dance to if I show you my pockets, baby? Are you gonna dance to if I show you the wallet? I will show you the money, baby. That's from you, baby. Move from you, don't go from you. I will show you the money, I will, baby. That's from you. Show me your body, don't go from you. I will show you the money, baby. That's from you, baby. Move from you, don't go from you. I will show you the money, I will, baby. That's from you. Show me your body, don't go from you.
That is Afrobeats for you.
Are you kidding me? I should dance. I
No,
think.
Calvin. I should dance, eh?
Was that good? Let's give me a hand, guys. I think they were awesome. Wow. Look at that.
Maybe I
I'm
can
seeing a lot of white women jumping boat right now. They're like, my God, look at
I
these
think
big
I
hands.
want to be the new Nini sister. You know, maybe my people can call their people and, you know.
Yeah, maybe. We don't know. Maybe we could do a thing.
No, Calvin, just.
No? Okay. Okay, so we're going to bring out the next category, which also happens to be the last. And after that, we will be, so don't go away. We still have the after party for those people who are young at heart. We're not talking about age. Young at heart, we will still be with you. We're not done yet, so hang on. Before I present the person who's going to present the next category, I just thought about the fact that, you know, there's this little boy who was taken by his father to the sea. And the boy disappears for like a half a day. The father's looking for him everywhere. He cannot find him. And at some point he finds him, and there were all these starfish at the beach that were washed out. And this boy was throwing one starfish after the other back into the sea. And there's thousands of them, literally. So the father looks at him and he says, son, there's thousands of them. What difference could it possibly make? So the boy picks up one and he looks at it and he says, it makes a difference for this one. And he throws it back into the sea. There are never actions that are too small and none too great. When we talk about the next category of people, I'm truly honored to present the person that's going to present our community leader, which is very important, all the way from Ivory Coast, and a diplomat from the Embassy of Ivory Coast, Mr. Lev Abion Sylvan. Let's give him a hand.
First of all, I would like to thank Mr. Syriac for this invitation on behalf of the Ambassador of Ivory Coast. And I would like to encourage all the team, all the persons who celebrate Africa who promote Africa. And it's my honor to be here to celebrate Africa. Thank you.
The nominees for Community Leader are Said Hussain, Touch of Africa, Couleur Café,
It's my honor to call Mr. Said Hussain, which is the winner.
Sorry. Jeg tror, jeg tager den på dansk. Først og fremmest tak for prisen. Tak til Cerebrate Africa. Jeg er meget stolt af at være blandt de 1,1 milliarder afrikanere i det kontinent. Vi har rigtig meget at være stolt over. Og det er ikke sådan, at jeg har forberedt en lang tale. Men jeg vil bare give jer nogle, i og med det her den sidste den sidste pris, så skal I have nogle tal at gå hjem på og være stolte over. Ud af de 1,1 milliarder, der er i kontinentet, så er faktisk en tredjedel i middelklassen. Medierne har det med at beskrive Afrika i en negativ tone, som om, at det er noget, vi ikke skal være stolte over. Men det er ikke altid sandheden. Faktisk er det sådan, at Afrika har haft 7 præsidenter, som var kvinder. USA har stadig til gode at have en kvindelig præsident. Når man snakker om... Hvis du ser på Rwanda, så er det faktisk 64% af parlamentarikerne i Rwanda er kvinder. Det er det højeste andel i verden. Og det der også er interessant at vide, at vi er det rigeste på naturrigdomme. Vi har cirka, altså vi er det rigeste på naturrigdomme, men alt det skyldes ikke kun alt det udviklingsbistand, man skulle tro, at vi modtager. Faktisk udgør alt udviklingsbistand til Afrika kun 2% af Afrikas BNP. Diasporerne, som vi alle sammen er, sender faktisk langt flere tilbage til Afrika. Så jeg synes, I skal være stolte af at være afrikanere og være stolte af en kontinent, som har en storhed i møde. Thank you.
Yes, and now for the fun part. Those young people over there. And when I say young, in Africa, if you say, and I don't know if this is the same for, all of Africa, but I know that in my country, if you say someone's young, they take that as, it's offensive. It means they're immature and whatnot. So when I say young, I mean it in a North African way, which I guess is good. In Europe, it's the other way around. You tell people they are old, oh my, Vaciero? I don't know. So now we've come to the part of the evening where we are going to be honoring an African legend, Mr. Nelson Mandela, a fellow countryman and my beloved president. When I think of this legend, I'm reminded that there aren't any guarantees that there will be a tomorrow. There are a lot of people who were here yesterday that aren't here today. It reminds me that I have to chase my dreams like there isn't a tomorrow. It is in asserting ourselves as individuals that we can succeed as a group. Nelson Mandela did not have a budget to start his dream when he started out, nor the support of the world for that matter. Instead, he was sentenced to prison for life. And after serving a 27-year term, he was released, taking office as a president only for one term, which is something as Africans we ought to be proud of, because these people cling on to power, we know this. It's a pain. in our continent. He let go of office and he continued to fight against injustice and poverty. History will long revere this man's courage and sacrifice. He is truly an embodiment of what Africa represents. And for his efforts, we salute him.
Of the African people, I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons will live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an idea for which I hope to live and to see realized. But my Lord, if it needs be, it is an idea for which I am prepared to die.
Thank you. I'm not going to perform with them, but I'm really looking forward to hear what they do, and they do it really well. And then hopefully in the end, we will dance a bit, because I think we need that. So let's give it up for the Baobab Sisters.
A tribute to Nelson Mandela, Asimbunanga.
Asimbunangu Mandela Tina La Pekona La Peklelikona Asimbunanga Asimbunangu Mandela Tina La Pekona La Peklelikona Gizi hey wena hey wena hey wena hey wena nawe Sofi kanini lasi yako Gizi hey wena hey wena hey wena hey wena nawe Sofi kanini lasi yako Asimbunanga Asimbunangu Mandela Tina La Pekona La Peklelikona Asimbunanga Asimbunangu Mandela Tina La Pekona La Peklelikona Gizi hey wena hey wena hey wena hey wena nawe Sofi kanini lasi yako Gizi hey wena hey wena hey wena hey wena
Listen, you know what? What was that language? It was Xhosa, am I correct? Was it Zulu or Xhosa? It was Zulu? Zulu. Oh, well, you know, and I'm from South Africa, and with all the respect due, these really lovely white people sing in South African languages that I don't understand. It's impressive. Come on, you can do better than that. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, we are excited. We're toning it down right now. We are going to be going to the after party, and we want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank you for supporting the show. And we still have one more thing. Sit down. We still have one more thing. We have the guy who's behind it all, the man who's been pushing this concept since 2008. And we're going to bring you up to the stage now. And he will be coming up with his team as well, which includes us, so we'll be staying up here. So please welcome to the stage, Cerebrate Africa!
Good evening, everybody. Thank you all for coming. I can hear you.
Oh, yeah?
Thank you all for coming. I hope you enjoy your show. First of all, I want to thank you for how well behaved and disciplined you were and patient before the show. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate congratulations. You did a fantastic work. Thank you. That's great. Michelle just joined us this year, and you did well. Thank you. I also want to congratulate the nominees. They say that you have to be the change that you seek to see in life. And for us, you, the nominees, are the change that we seek to see in our community. Well-driven, ambitious, hard-working people. You've set the standard for excellence in our community, and we thank you for inspiring us to actually work harder. Congratulations to all of you. I know that, some must have won, but you're all winners to us. And I'll keep repeating that because it's true. They're all winners to us. We started this thing 67 years ago because we were certain that in that little community that we have in Denmark, that they were excellent and ambitious people in our community, but they were completely overlooked by the general population. And we believe that it was necessary for us ourselves and then for the rest of Denmark to see that you're just as brilliant as the other. So I hope that we'll keep on, we'll try to make this work the best way possible without any errors next time. We're trying. It's not always easy, but we're trying. And I hope that you will be patient with us and understand that, to start this with no help and relying on your own resources and family and friends is not easy. Yet, they say you have to put your mouth where your money is, or your money where your mouth is, whatever they say. So we're putting our mouth or our money where it is, whatever they say. That's what we're trying to do. So if you do understand what we're trying to do, please do help send suggestions, constructive criticisms, whatever you have, please send it to us so we can improve this for everybody. It's been tough, to be honest. It's been tough. But seeing you coming out tonight because of this encourages us to keep on going. I can see that from up there, even though we're stressed like hell, that you are enjoying yourself on stage, which is good. I hope that I can enjoy myself after the party and just, relax a bit. To be on a serious note, we will continue this. And you saw some of our our partners from Finland and Norway and Sweden coming here, supporting us because they think that this is a great initiative, this is important for our community and whatnot. And our long-term vision is to take this not only here in Denmark, but extend it to our Scandinavia. And that's the reason why we're reaching out to our brothers and sisters in the other Scandinavian countries, and hopefully we'll be able to sort of collaborate with each other and make this even a bigger event. So thank you to our brothers and sisters from all the way from Norway, Finland, and Sweden. We're paying 150 krona to be here, or 200 krona. But they've, purchased a whole ticket and hotel and whatnot just to be here and to celebrate each other with us. And I think that means a lot. So thank you again. I want you to meet the people behind Cerebrate Africa. It's not just one person, it's the whole team. They're sitting there talking. Hey ladies, 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 ladies. Okay, now I come. I want you to meet the team behind Cerebrate Africa. This has been a long year for us, working on it. Ernest, how are you? Ernest is sitting up there. He never comes on stage, I don't know. But anyway, just to close, and to close it in style, or the African way, we have a song. It is from South Africa, and it is Brenda Farsi. I don't know if you know the song.
You know Brenda?
Exactly. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna invite you all to get up your chairs and sort of open the blazer and whatnot, just relax a bit, and then we're gonna do the steps together.
I just want to say something quickly that I've been told I should tell Syriac. You know,
Don't put on the spot.
No, I'm not going to. You can believe me. You know, Einstein says that if you have never made a mistake, it's because you've never tried something new. We are not apologetic about this event. We have given it our best, and this is what it is. And we got it done! We got it done! We got it in the end! And right now we're going out with Brenda Farsi. Join us on stage and let's celebrate this! Are you ready for the after party? Thank you. Oh, I should. Oh my God, what an honor. Are you watching this? They're like, go up there and... You should.
Ready? Okay.
This is how it works! Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the masses outside. Yeah, I would agree.
International game. Say full of fashion, man, full of pattern. Well, I'm in love with that international game. Only be a bad, only be a bad. Oh, I'm in love with that international game. Say full of fashion, man, full of pattern. Well, I'm in love with that international game. Say give it all the hotter. God, the way you flex, you are turning me mad. Come with me, let me take it to me yard. Burn up the place, make we do each other. Ram, bam, bam, just like Rihanna. Girl, come touch me head to me tire. Man against stamina, me never ever tire. Me love me that international game. Full of passion, man, full of passion. I'm in love with the international game. Honey, I'm hard, man, honey, I'm hard. Well, I'm in love with the international game. See, I'm full of passion, man, full of passion. Oh, I'm in love with the international game. See, give it all, and put it on. I'm in love with the international game. See, I'm full of passion, man, full of passion. I'm in love with the international game. See, I give it all.